What's happening? Of course, you know it's your boy B-Hop Radio Shouty. Stepping in the building, I got my Memphis fam in this thing. One of the coldest artists to come out of the South with it. One of the forefront leading ladies in this thing. Lil Chat, what's good with it, boss lady?
You ain't know, I finally made it, man.
Exactly. I mean, Chat, I've been trying to get you in this room with me for years of this thing, man.
I had so much going on, you know. See, what people don't know about me is you got Lil Chat, you got Chastity, and you got Chat.
Yeah.
Now, you know, everybody love Chastity.
Yeah.
Everybody love Lil Chat, but you don't want to mess with Chat.
Exactly.
I've been busy being Chastity, you know. My brother Womack, which he got music out, Womack the homie, he been paralyzed from neck down for 6 years.
Yeah.
He was in a nursing home. And we was like, why you in a nursing home? And they was like, because y'all ain't got nobody to take care of him.
Yeah.
So we brought him home. And, you know, I was his nurse for 6 years. His wife ended up passing. That's why I didn't make it to you last year.
Yeah.
Rest in peace to her, because I had to go identify and do the funeral, plus take care of him at the same time. But, you know, we passed it. He's stronger.
Yeah.
Womack the homie, y'all check him out. The doctor said he wasn't going to be talking or doing none of that. He dropping the album, so y'all check him out.
Yeah.
He on Spotify, all that. So, you know, that's what I've been doing. This year, though, he just seen that I've been doing it so long and doing it by myself. He's like, my sis, gone.
Go handle your business.
Go on back to do what you want to do.
Exactly.
You know, and I love him for that, because he said, I know you care.
Exactly. Chat, coming up in Memphis with it, though. What was it like for you growing up in that musical town, though?
Man, the music was like street.
Yeah.
Like everything that was going on, the drugs, the killing, the robbing, the thugging, all that was real. That's one thing about our music. We wasn't just making up nothing. We was going by what we was doing, what we was seeing, trapping, you know. Hoes can be like niggas. We was trapping too. We was getting money too.
Exactly.
So, you know, it was good. It was cool.
Getting down with Time Right the Third and Tim On It Man.
Well, you know, I started out with Juice and them first. I was like 13, 14 years old when I met Juice.
So you telling me you were 13 in this thing when you hooked up with the Mafia?
Before they was the Mafia, they was 666. So I've been around.
Okay, so now, Chat, you said that you was sitting over here 13, 14 when you met up with Juice and Paul there.
I was like 13, 14 in my teens. I was going to East High School.
Yeah.
I ran across the cat named Lil Nord. You know, he was with them back in the days. And he was rapping with Juicy. And I kept on telling him, you know, my mom, and you know, he was like, man, we started rapping, and me and him started rapping against each other. And he was like, man, you can flow. So he was like, man, I'm going to get Juicy your number, Juicy your number. I'm like, okay. So one day, Juicy ended up calling me one night. He was like, hey, what's up? This Juice. I'm like, hello? You know, I'm still a little girl. He like, yeah, this Juice, I heard you can rap. Spit something. I'm like, my mom in the room? He like, man, I thought you wanted to rap. You don't want to rap. And he hung up. I said, man, I missed my chance.
Yeah. So
I thought. But later on at night, he called back. He was Jordan. He was like, you know, you got Juice and you got Jordan.
Yeah.
He called, he said, hey, what's up? How you doing? This Jordan. I said, hello? He's like, this Jordan, this Chad. I said, yeah, this me. He said, yeah, I called you earlier. I was trying to see. I heard you can rap. I said, yeah, I can rap. He said, well, I want to hear you. So I went outside this time. I want me to miss this chance. So I went outside, spit a rap for him, and after that, he was like, man, I want you. You bumping. I'm going to come down and record you. Matter of fact, he came over, a friend of mine, house with the little tape recorder that you push the little record and play.
Yeah.
And the microphone. We was sitting in somebody's living room, and we recorded, and I was like, I ain't going to do nothing with it. And next thing I know, I was on the mixtape. The song, Pop Till You Drop, is on the YouTube. My voice is like lighter than your little daughter's voice. You wouldn't even imagine. And it was me and Crunch on there, and then from that point on, I was in the streets a lot. You know, I'm hanging out. Me and my baby daddy, we hustling. We doing everything. Now he really was kind of. I was straying away from the music, but all the time, you know, I'm a female. That's how we do. We follow our niggas.
That's right.
But Juice and them, they blowing up. So we come around, and next I know they got a deal. He called me like, Chat, we just got a deal, man. We finna put out Mr. Styles. I want you on. I need you on. I'm like, okay, I got you. So, you know, they getting in touch with me. I'm still in the streets. I'm doing this, that I only made one song. So people don't know I'm on Mr. Styles. Yeah. So right after I had the deal, so after that, once again, I'm still the street girl.
Yeah.
And I just stayed out the way, but I kept rapping. I kept on, and I ended up getting pregnant.
Yeah.
Ended up having a baby daddy.
Yeah.
And but I kept rapping. I kept my name out there, and Juice and them, they was going on.
Yeah.
And so when I kept rapping, they ended up hearing the album that I had came up with, Ultimate Revenge.
Yeah.
And I was managing Dixie Queen. I was the manager of Dixie Queen, and he called. He was like, Chad, I heard your album. We want you back. You know, I did this album with my cousin, Gang and Big Pat.
Yeah.
They put some money behind me. We know we were going on Beale Street, rocking the white folks, and they like, man, who is this girl? I thought I was a real star. I was still young now. I'm thinking I'm a big star. And Juice and them, they had been out there with the Mr. Styles and what else they had put out? Turn the club up. Yeah. And so at this time, Juice was like, man, we want you back. And I was like, okay, Hypnotized Camp, here we go. You know, and I come up to the Hypnotized Camp posse.
What was it like when you saw that Mystic Styles go crazy and you thinking to yourself, okay, I'm with these folks, but I'm still out here in these streets, and I know I need to be over here with the team going crazy too.
But at that time, I really wasn't thinking about it. I was young. I was the typical female that was in the street following my nigga.
Oh.
I didn't give a damn about that shit. You hear me? We sitting up here, we from hotel to hotel, he trapping. I think we on. He getting my hair done.
Yeah.
I'm in somebody's kitchen getting my hair done. I'm thinking I'm grown. All the time, these folks blowing up.
Yeah.
You know, so I really didn't look at it like that. But I just kept rapping and kept doing, you know, what I had to do. But it was a good exposure.
When you got linked back up with the camp, though, what was that like when you touched back down and they got this whole thing, they got the motion going, the tracks is crazy as hell too. Talk to me about when you heard that production, chat, and what was going through your mind when you're like, y'all want me to rap on this right here, this thing going crazy.
Man, when they heard me, they couldn't believe that I put that on that thing. So it was like,
I'm with you.
It was like, you know, we got in there, I knew what they was about.
Yeah.
I knew they were going to put it down anyway because that's what they known for.
Yeah.
So they wasn't for sure, but I'm sure they was for sure, but they still didn't know what I was going to come up with. And every time it never failed, they'll put a beat on, I go to another room, and I come back, they go downstairs, I drop, and the Paul and Juice, they was like the producers, so they was like a American Talent type thing. After you drop, you got to wait and see do they approve it, so I drop, and I'll be sitting down looking like, and then they come down like, man, Chad, you killed it. You bumped it. And I did Hoes Can Be Like Niggas on Hypnotized Camp Posse, Ass and Titties, Project Hoes. I was all through that thing.
Exactly.
And it just went from there. I was still working. I was still managing Dixie Queen.
Yeah.
And the people, they made me quit my job, which I'm still mad at them right now for that, because, you know, ain't nothing like for show money. I'm going to keep some money going.
Exactly.
But people was coming up to the restaurant, and they was flooding out the dining room, and they was holding up my drive-thru, and they was like, what a rapper girl, was she working? I'm like, Lord, can y'all please? And I'm the manager, so, you know, it was hard for me, so I had to let them go, and then I didn't want to, and then Juicy came to me, too, and was like, Chat, man, look, you need to stop doing everything you're doing. He said, man, you need to stop, because I'm coming to the studio, I'm selling weed, I got to stop. He's like, Chat, you need to stop doing everything you're doing right now.
Yeah.
He said, because man, slip and slide asking about you. He used to treat that like, man, where y'all getting this girl from? He said, man, you finna be big. He said, so whatever you got going, man, you just need to stop working, stop being in the street, stop doing all that, man, we gonna do something with you. And I was like, okay, you know, in my mind, I'm like, okay, you know, so we did the chicken head. Yeah. And the chicken head went crazy, especially when, what was that channel that was out, The Box? Yeah. Where they were showing all them videos and stuff. Wow.
Talk to me about when you and Pat got on that chicken head. How did that song come about? And did you know that was going to be an all-time hip-hop classic that you had just got on?
Didn't have a clue.
My God.
Didn't have a clue. And that's why I look at the industry now. I be like, it always be what you least expect to be a hit. So when Pat like, man, Chad, I got this joint I need you on. I'm like, okay, like, it's chicken head. I'm like, okay. So he like, we gonna roast each other. Yeah. Like, all right, so I went in, I wrote my verses, and that's it. I know the crazy part about it, people think like we was together when we dropped it. No, I dropped mine, and then he came in and responded. So that's how it went. Like, I instantly knew he was like, you gonna roast me?
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna respond on how you is. So I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you like my outfit. Don't even fake the deal, you know.
Yeah.
I'm thinking everything I can say bad about a nigga.
Yeah.
Nigga, you ran clean. Because I know niggas that will ran clean trying to talk to me. You trying to talk to me and I look in your car, you won't eat. Like, how you trying to talk to somebody? So I'm thinking of everything, and then he just came in and he responded, and it came out, man, to this day, still history.
Talk to me about when you looked up, that song dropped, and it went crazy, and then you out there performing it, and you seeing them women singing that thing with veins busting out their head, trying to keep up with you, chat.
Man, it was like number 4, because we did the Jenny Jones show. Y'all remember Jenny Jones? We was doing the TV shows, and it's just like a fun, life-changing experience that I never imagined, that I never thought would happen.
So for you being an artist at that time, when you became a household name at the same time, how were they acting in Memphis when they saw Chat blow up? They was thinking she was just over here Disney Queen doing her thing, but now she on TV giving folks hell in the booth on BET. Man,
I couldn't go nowhere. They had to shut the malls down when I came. Anywhere I came, people just were surrounding me. You know, my son, he wasn't normal, even though all he wanted to do was be normal.
Yeah.
And, you know, I was going up to the school. I came up to the school for career day.
Uh-huh.
Oh, they went crazy. And that was something good I did because I ended up showing the kids what I done.
Yeah.
And the kids and the teachers was more excited than the kids because they knew who I was.
Yeah.
And so, yeah.
Being with that Hypnotized camp, man, at that time with all of them folks jamming, I mean, that was a big-ass camp, okay? That posse was
everybody
thick.
rocking.
Talk to me about the pressure. Did you feel any pressure to get on them songs and jam like on your weak-ass bitches and two-way freaks and stuff like that when you know you had to get them folk to business?
None.
What?
I had to take my glasses out to say that.
I'm with you.
I ain't feel no pressure because I already know how we always gonna come,
yeah.
You know. And that's one thing about me. I never had to rewrite a verse. You know, I never worried about what the next person was writing about. Yeah. I'll drop and be gone.
Exactly.
You know, and won't even know what the song gonna sound like until it come out.
Yeah.
So, you know, and that ain't me just being cocky. That's just me knowing that this what I do.
Exactly. Okay, so now, Chat, speaking of giving it to these folk when it's time, you and T-Rock, Rap City, going crazy in that booth. What was that like for you?
Paul and Juice, I'm gonna tell you something about them. They so unexpected. You would never know what they gonna do, what gonna happen. We just know we going to the basement.
Yeah.
I'm thinking like, yeah, and soon Tigger said, okay, who getting in the booth? They said, Chad and T-Rock. I'm like, what? Chad and T-Rock?
Yeah.
They're like, yeah, you gonna get in the booth. I'm like, okay. So then you know they put the little beat on. I'm like, first of all, I don't freestyle. I can honestly say I don't freestyle. I'm not one of the ones that freestyle. I like to make sense. I like to write. So they were like, well, you got to freestyle. I'm like, I don't freestyle. It's just like, you don't tell people that.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm just telling the truth. But they put that beat on, and I just rap. And here comes T-Rock, and then there it went.
My God.
And we was just crunk. We was in Washington. It was like experience never before. I was like, we in the basement.
Answer me this though, Chat. When you looked up and everybody was quoting you and stuff like that, how far did your music go? And were there any times where you were surprised that it was going that crazy?
All the time. I was surprised because the crazy part about it, bootlegging was out around that time. Mm-hmm. And I was just out to pull up at the gas station one day, and I'm hearing somebody, yeah, you ain't gonna kill shit, you ain't gonna let shit die. You weak ass too, y'all let the one down, so wait a minute, that sound like me. And it was some girls, they just pulled up. They didn't know I was in the expedition.
Yeah.
They just pulled up and they just got to jumping out. Don't sing it, ho. You got it. And I'm like, wait a minute. Then from that day on, everywhere I went, I was just hearing me.
Yeah.
Hearing me in the streets. And I just, one day was riding and I smiled. I said, damn, they had the CD before I had. Somebody bootlegged me a copy. One thing about Paul and Juice, that music ain't coming out their studio. We didn't hear that music until the album dropped. We didn't know, even if you thought you was on a song, you might want on it.
Yeah.
You don't know till it come out because they made us go to the studio 7 days a week, 5 o'clock until, and we just was dropping. That's how we was able to stay productive.
Yeah.
You never know what album you was going to be on. You didn't know what song you really was going to be on. But that's how it went.
What was it like just being with that posse at that time too, man? When they was churning out all of that music, did you see what was the chemistry, the vibes like in them studios when y'all was going in there? Was it fun? Was it work? What was that like for you?
It was fun. It was wild. It was crazy. Of course, you know, it was party, but it was working. You know, we was drinking, we was smoking, we was all vibing, and it was real fun.
So now, Crumb to a Brick, talk to me about that joint.
Well, Juicy came with the beat, you know, and he was like, Chad, I need you to rock this joint. And I was like, okay. And it was real, when I think about it, it was real fun doing Murder, She Spoke because, like I said, once again, they never had a clue what I was going to do to a beat. They'll put the beat on and they'll leave me in the room. And I, you know, right to the sound, Lil Pat, you know, he was the engineer. I come up there. I drop, Juicy, Paul, them, they downstairs. They just waiting till I come check it out. So after I drop, of course, I was on them Budweisers. I need to get back on the Budweisers. Them Budweisers weren't no joke. So when I drop, they come up here and look, listen and look and be like, okay, like, yeah, you bumped. So it was real fun.
Baby Boy soundtrack, Baby Mama though. I mean, that Baby Boy movie was already crazy. Then you get put on that soundtrack with another banger that's about to go all the way up through there as well.
Didn't have a clue. Didn't even know it. It's like I said, I dropped the song. We didn't know that. I didn't know nobody was in the bag. And, you know, they came with like, Baby Boy Johnson and them, they wanted Baby Mama song. So you go get another check. I'm like, another check? You know, like, yeah, I'm like, okay. So not only that, we got premiere tickets to go to the, see the Baby Boy. And they flew all us out and we came in there. We didn't have a clue what part was gonna get played on the sound. Paul gonna kill me. But we got in there and we was listening to the, watching the movie. And then of course, you know, when you turn up the radio and my verse come on and everybody go, yeah, ooh. Like, so we having it, you know, we riding along, we sitting around again. The car come out, my second verse come on again. Yeah, but okay. And I was like, Chad, we should have just flew you up here. But you know, it still was fun because we got a chance to go to the pod. I mean, everybody that was at the in the movie, and it was just fun. Eve, Snoop, Uncle, Cookie. Now, everybody was there, and it was real fun.
Exactly.
And so, when that movie came out, I know I went to see that movie 10 times that one day. And people didn't know I was in the audience, so I had to go with everybody that I knew. We got to go see the movie. So when it came on in Memphis, everybody saw my verse came. They were woo, woo. Now I was sitting there like this. I'm in the audience, and every time that I went and saw that one day, everybody cheered. In different movie theaters that I went to, everybody cheered, and it was a big thing.
What was your favorite memory and fondest memory of that time, though, Chat? Being out there, doing what you love to do, and then just being able to live a dream that a lot of young girls don't get an opportunity to live, because in rap it's already hard enough to get a female in the room, let alone you go in there and be an elite MC at the same time.
The fondest memories, we got so many of them, because you got to think, these people are crazy. Like, literally, this ain't no joke. This ain't no gimmick. These people are funny, crazy. I'm gonna tell you a story about Lord Emmons. He's so funny. Man, me and Lord Emmons, we was in Birmingham, and we was crazy. And the computer room was unlocked. He was like, come on, Chad, we finna go in here. We finna vandalize computer room. I'm like, what? Man, here I go. I'm going with it. I'm the charge partner. We done took his clothes, put him in the tub. We done ransacked this room, all that, boy. Computer didn't have a clue. He was so scared and nervous. And he went down there, reported it and everything. And he went to another room. He couldn't sleep all night. And they kept on talking about trying to figure out Paul Juice, all of them calling, trying to figure out what happened. They're like, Computer, they must have thought you had some money. So we get back on the tour bus, and they were kind of talking about it, and Lord was laughing so hard. I was like, you gonna give us away. You gonna give us. He's like, Chad, I gotta tell him. Chad, like, no. So I knew not to do no him. He had ended up telling me. Me and Chad did it. And then we get in trouble.
Yeah.
Now we got a fine because they really thinking that, you know, somebody that came out the computer, you know, not looking for no money. It wasn't funny no more.
Exactly.
So I told Lord, I said, I told you not to tell it, but it was funny afterwards, but at the same time, it still was serious because they really thought somebody had vandalized the room.
Come on.
Lord Evans did put the mind clothes in the tub.
Lord.
Knowing that we on tour.
Oh.
Got this mind clothes soaking wet. It was just crazy. Lord is great. Lord is funny. That's got to be the funniest guy on earth.
Talk to me about being on tour though. What was that like going on tour? Y'all just tearing the club up everywhere y'all go?
Man, it was weird. It was fun. It was crazy too because we had some times when people didn't want to pay us, and you know it'd be so fun. Like we come in and that's how we had to learn. Like because keep in mind we were still learning too.
Yeah,
how it goes. Get your money before you come to the club. Mm-hmm. So we was doing some events like we get half and then we get there and get in and they bringing us drinks and club and then we all having a good time and one day we had a club and Paul like, wait a minute. Put these drinks down. We ain't got no money. They come bring us mics and stuff. Yeah. We ain't been paying yet. So after that, Paula, tear this motherfucker up. When I tell you they tore the club up, the people, boy, we running up out the club and somebody holler, some dude ask us, some dude, you straight, bro? You straight? Crutch holler, no, he ain't straight now, what? So when I tell y'all, they are crazy. Yeah. They really are what they are. We really are what we are. Yeah. What y'all see is really what y'all get. So it's fun, and I'm glad that we all, you know, still friends, still following each other, still, you know, able to work together despite the problems that we thought that we had, you know, if we want to get into it, you know, when you're young, you think this how it is, but, you know, when you get old, you be like, hey, man, we really was making some money.
Is it?
We really had it going on. We really was fucking up our goddamn self. We really was doing the do, you know, so, yeah, it was real fun.
When you think about folks like Pimp C, Lord Infamous, Coops the Nigga, the folks that ain't here today, but you was able to interact with them folks, man. What are some of your fond memories of them folks?
My fond memories of Pimp. When Pimp first met me, here's what he always say, Chet, you my favorite. That's what he always say. You my favorite. He said, now, no, you and Boo sisters, y'all sisters. He said, man, see, Boo, she gonna say something. He said, but you gonna say something. So, man, I said, well, you know, I'm just who I am. And, you know, we went to his room and, I was hungry. I was like, I need something. He like, are you hungry? He come out, he got the big boy meal from somewhere, some steaks and all. Here you go. Like, nah, that's your food. Like, nah, you can have it. So that's one of the good memories. And then he came to Memphis one day, and I was coming to show him some love. And you know me, I'm one of the ones. I don't like no problems. I don't try to be Hollywood. I don't think because I'm chat like you supposed to just clear the way or run out the red carpet. I'm gonna wait till you see me and get my attention. So when I come up the steps, Pimp C over there, and I was coming up the other steps, and he on the other side. I hadn't even made it really to the rope yet. But Pimp C saw me, he like, what's wrong with y'all? Man, y'all move that shit out of the way, man, that's chat. I'm like, I ain't saying nothing, but all the time, you know, they was gonna do it because they fuck with us anyway, but Pimp C went at me, he like, man, y'all need to let her through. We came in, and when I tell you, he showed so much love that he rapped the whole time with his arms around me. In Memphis, on stage.
That's hard.
Love, man. Rest in peace, Pimp C, man.
What goes through your mind, though, Chat, when you're around these folks, having these wonderful memories with them, and then they pass and stuff like that? Well, how does that hit you?
It's hard. It hurt.
Yeah.
It hurt because, like I said, these folks part of our childhood. We all grew up together.
Yeah.
We was in our teens for real.
Yeah.
And, you know, like we lost Coop. That hurt bad. We all was at the hospital hoping that he pulled through when he had his aneurysm.
Yeah.
And we watched him breathe slowly so he took his last breath.
My God.
So at least we was there. But with Lord, you know, we just didn't see it coming.
Yeah.
Didn't see it coming, so it hurts.
Does that piss everybody off when it's time for reunion time? Because it's like, you know, when you want to get the fam together, how does that go down when folks are trying to figure out how to get the Hypnotized Camp Posse back together?
Well, you know, we did a couple of dates. Yeah. And they made it work. Mm-hmm. They made it work, but we always do some rest in peace, Lord, or, you know, do a tribute out to him, or Lord and Coop. Mm-hmm. And You just leave their parts out, you know,
Yeah.
because the songs got about 6 verses to
Yeah.
it, so you just leave their parts out.
Okay.
Come on with it.
So, Chat, you telling me that when Lord passed, it caught everybody off guard, man.
It got everybody off guard because, you know, he had a couple of wrecks and stuff.
Yeah.
But he survived them. Lord went through a lot of stuff. He survived some. To just know that one day he just went home, went to sleep, on the latest head down on the table and didn't wake up. You know, it caught us all off guard.
Yeah.
He had a heart attack. And we had got, you know, the news. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah. Now I gotta ask.
We had just did a reunion show. We was in Chattanooga. Lord was so happy.
Damn.
He
Talk to me about
that was my dream. That was my dream to put us back together, y'all. One show. After that,
How was that show when everybody got back together?
good vibes like we never left.
Yeah.
Like we never left. And that's how we still be today.
Yeah.
Like we get around each other. It's like we never left.
Exactly. We was talking about that money, and you said when you look back on it, you realized that you was getting a lot of it,
Yeah.
and you was out here getting paid.
Yeah, we really was and still getting paid today.
Come on.
Off of being, you know, down with 3-6 and hypnotized mind. And one thing about it, and that's still to this day, right today, a lot of people don't know about the industry.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes, you know, I'm old, I can tell the truth, we tend to think that we bigger than what we are. And we tend to think that we can make bigger moves that we can make, you know, because of, at the time, how things going, but don't really realize how hard it is.
Yeah.
And how much it really takes to do it.
Shit.
And so you'll look at it like you getting some money, but you ain't getting enough money. You getting some money, but you could be getting more money. That's how you thinking in your mind. That's how these new artists be thinking too.
Yeah.
But just don't know. So when you cut me loose, then you on your own.
Yeah.
And then you end up finding out that it's harder than what you thought it was.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much what was going on with the camp. You know, a lot of us, we felt like, you know, and I'm probably the first one to say it.
Yeah.
I'm just being honest. A lot of us, I know I did, and I'm sure they did too, felt like that they could be making more money, they could be doing a lot more than what they was doing. And then once we let go, you know, we really had to start all over. And even though our names was out here, we still had to work our ways still out here and, you know, do all the work.
Exactly.
They with Paul and Juice and them, they was doing all the work. All we had to do was come in and drop on the music and go on.
Yeah.
They the ones that had to put it together, go to the record companies, do the videos, work out the budgets, give us the budgets to do the videos, say, hey, Chad, this is what we gonna give you to go shopping, all this, and you know, none of that didn't bring in till after you're gone and you paying for your own clothes and you paying for your own studio time and you paying for your own beats and all that. And so it was a misunderstanding, you know. Now that you're grown and you realize it. And like I said, we never had no bad blood. And I was with Koch Records. They got me a deal signed through Koch Records. Yeah. And between them two, between Koch and wherever, the money had got mixed up. Yeah. And when I got the lawyers and stuff, we was going out to Koch. Mm-hmm. And at the time, by me having the little legal situations going on, it separated us, which I didn't like, which, you know, I'm just a ghetto child trying to make it. I don't know nothing about it. I didn't know once you start some legal stuff, you know, stuff get separated. And even I still was talking to Paul and Juicy, but just because the legal stuff was going on, they was trying to figure out who was in the wrong, it had to separate us. And Paul was like, well, Chad, you know, you got the lawyer, we didn't know, we didn't know. And so I was like, well, okay, so at the time, we just agreed that I could do my own thing and they do their own thing, because even though I was going through the legal stuff, I was still on contract with them. Yeah. So it still had me on hold. Yeah. And I still couldn't do nothing unless they said so. Yeah. So we all came to a mutual agreement, like, you know, I was like, Chad, you know, I like you. He said, I'm crazy about you. He said, I'm going to let you go. That's what you want. He said, but one day you going to wish you would have stayed with us. He said, you going to wish you would have stayed. And I said, okay. And, you know, he let me go. And like I said, I was young. When I got the legal, that's anybody now. They always tell you, whoever you going against or whoever, you got to stay away from them until the matters. That's criminal. Yeah. You got to stay away from them. So we never knew it was going to go that far. And at the same time, I just started doing my own thing, and that's why I'm always able to come back. Yeah. That's why every time something come around, I'm always able to be involved. Because we never had no bad blood.
From a fan's perspective over here, Chad, them posse songs and them studio sessions, which ones were your favorite studio sessions? And when were the times that LeChat went in that studio and she felt like she went slam the fuck off in that thing?
Every time I went.
I'm with you.
Every time I went was my funnest times, because like I said, it was like a party pretty much.
Yeah.
We all drunk, we all kicked it, and we was like brothers and sisters, and we all came up with chemistry.
Yeah.
So
You and Gangsta Boo, the two females. So first of all, you got two of the hardest females in rap on the same damn label.
Yeah.
What was that like? Y'all going head to head on some of them songs and stuff like that.
And I think it was the same with us. You know, I never knew what she was gonna say. She never knew what I was gonna say. But once we got through, we'd be like, man, you bumped that thing.
Yeah.
And we bumped. And Boo, that's my sister. I love her. We got a Witch album out.
Witch album,
for
yeah.
people that don't know. And we might come up with another project, but we talk every day.
Come on now.
We talk every day.
What was it like when y'all got together on that Witch album, though?
Man, amazing.
Yeah.
Long time due, overdue. We was at Selecto Hits. Then
Yeah.
she dropped it. And we did long studio nights too. We did overnight recording instead of daytime.
Yeah.
So it was good.
When you think about just your hindsight 2020, what would grown Chat tell young Chat?
Man, I wouldn't tell me nothing.
Ooh.
Cause man, I don't regret nowadays. I had fun. I had
Yeah.
a ball. Also, Lil White had a lot to do with the Witch album too. So I don't
Yeah.
want to leave him out.
Okay.
Cause it came up on the white music. So shout
Okay.
out Lil White.
Yes, sir.
Shout out Selecto Hits.
Yeah.
And man, I wouldn't tell Lil Chat nothing. Man, I had a ball. I'm still having a ball. I'm still having a ball in life. I don't regret nothing because I really don't remember that I made no mistakes. I never been in jail before.
Yeah.
So people always be like, you ain't street, you ain't. No, I'm smart.
Yeah, exactly.
I live paranoid.
Come
That's
on.
how I live all day. I'm the type. If you live paranoid, you can never get caught slipping.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's how I live my life.
Answer me this though, Chat. So then in walks social media, this thing called Instagram. And a thing called memes where they make pictures of songs and people and it just stands for something. When you see yourself on a meme from that Chicken Head song and video, what goes through your mind after the fact?
I just be laughing because they just don't know. That's the typical Memphis vibe. We pull up on somebody, we look at
That's
you
right.
like this. And then we go to the next person.
That's right. That's right.
That's what we do in Memphis.
What was it like shooting that video for Chicken Head though?
It was fun. It was real fun.
Yeah.
And like I told you, Juice and them was like big brothers to me. And I ain't gonna lie, they protected the mess out of me. We had our little budget. Once again, we had our video budget.
Yeah.
Y'all can see my clothes was real big on purpose. Every time I tried to go get me something to go put on, Juice like, nah. It got to the point he just gonna go find me some clothes. This what you gonna go put on. This too big. He was, and I get it. We weren't trying to sell me as no cute. He wanted me to be me.
Yeah.
He didn't want nobody to look at me as no shape or nothing like that. He wanted them to see Chat.
Exactly.
And that's what I like, and that's what I love about me too. I always sold my music.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't sell my body. I didn't try to be glamorous. I ain't try to be pretty. This shit right here, everybody like it, but I'm like, okay, it's hot.
Yeah.
But y'all gotta sell me for me, man. That's
Yeah.
all I ask people to do. Just let me be me. Don't judge me. Don't talk about how I am. Cause I'm just gonna be me, regardless. If you see you fuck with me or not, I might not be your type. You got all type of females. You got the bougie ones,
Mm-hmm.
you got the classy ones,
Yeah.
you got the jazzy ones,
Yeah.
you got the business ones, but
Yeah.
then you got the hood ones,
Yeah.
you got the gangster ones,
That's right.
and you got the thuggish ones, and that's who we are.
Come on.
We got to represent one of them. One of them everybody ain't on. Somebody got to represent for the hood.
Come on.
And I just think the hood ain't gonna never leave out of me, so I'ma always be the hood on girl.
What was it like for you representing for the hood? And then how did Memphis react to you when you went out there snapping, doing your thing, and they know where you from?
They loved it. They loved it because they know I was being me. You can't make it up.
Exactly.
Even if I try, you see, if I try to do something different, it never works for me.
Yeah.
I got to be me.
Come on.
I can't do nothing but be me.
You, Boo, and Mia X led the charge for the South for gangster women laying them lyrics down. What was that like being a female in hip-hop at that time? And, you know, what do you think has gone since then? But y'all was some trailblazers in this thing.
Man, shout out Mia X. That's my big sister. I love her. Matter of fact, we got some on The Witch. Me, her, and Boo.
Yeah,
and we also
showed
did
up.
the video, and Paul made the beat.
Whew.
So, you know, that's how you do it. I always come
Exactly.
back around. That's why you got to keep good relationships
That's
and
right.
do that. But, man, it was good. You know, you got Mia was first. And then, of course, you know, Boo came, and she was killing it, you know. And then here I came.
Yeah.
And it's good to be listed in the top 5.
Come on, because I mean,
It's
y'all
an
put
honor.
it down. You see what I'm saying? It's not too many women that actually got on these songs with these men and went toe to toe with them. You and Project Pat on Chicken Head, that is a hip hop classic. Period, point blank. It's a hip hop classic. How do you feel having a hip hop classic up under your belt, though, Chat?
I feel legendary.
Come on.
I feel legendary. You know.
When you see it still going crazy, 20 years later, you seeing it still popping up on commercials, on memes, on television, on movies. Did you think that your career and your life would have that kind of trajectory behind it?
I didn't, because matter of fact, I was just in Nashville and with my guy Big Phil, matter of fact, who they the owners of this Disbelief Tequila.
Okay. Hell yeah.
You know, and they some Memphis owners too, but matter of fact, they told me to present you with a bottle.
Hey.
Disbelief Tequila. That come
Hit that for
from
me, E.
Big Phil and our guys from Memphis.
Appreciate it, Phil. Oh, it's about to go down.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, I'm being disbelief all night long in this thing. Hell you talking about? Say
Yeah.
what now?
So, matter of fact, I was down there, and it was like a 20-year-old
Yeah.
artist down there, and she just was hearing me doing my features.
Yeah.
And she was like, "Wow, she raps so hard," but she didn't know who I was.
Yeah.
And I was like, "You don't know who she is?" I'm like, "Y'all, she just 20."
Yeah.
I know y'all know I think I'm young. I've been rapping all y'all life.
Exactly.
But she just 20, and I'm happily 43 years old.
Come on now.
So I'm like, but she didn't know me, and then it was like, I was like, "Let me hear some of your music." And she was saying her music, and she was like, "I always in my face talking this and that. Boy, get back. I'm trying to shake some ass." I like, that's
Bitch, you just stole my damn whole verse.
I like, that's what I said. And she was like, "Wait a minute." I said, "I'm on that song." She was like, "Wait a minute, that's you?" So the moral of the story is she knew Chicken Head and she knew me.
Yeah.
By that, but she didn't know Chat.
Yeah.
So when you ask me, I do a feel to still know the Chicken Head, you know, still that's the
Exactly.
story that I'm making. Like,
Facts.
you got a lot of new generation that might ain't heard Murder She Spoke.
Yeah.
Might don't know about me being with 3-6.
Yeah.
Might don't know about them, but they know about Chicken Head.
Exactly.
So that's big.
Your time in the industry up until this day, what were the things that you picked up along the way? Was it as crazy as you thought it would be, or was it something else?
Man, it's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy, but once you learn to accept it, it's all right. It's really what you make out of it, you know. Everything business ain't nothing personal. You got to look for the letdowns, and you got to be prepared for the ups, because it ain't all bad.
Yeah.
It's good, and it's bad. And you can't be in your feelings in it. You got to just let it ride, because you got some people that'll make you hurt them.
Exactly.
in this music. But you just gotta be business and keep it cordial.
Talk to me about the good though. What were the times that you were like, this is all good and I'm loving this right here?
Mine, when I was getting booked at least 4 times a week, and
My
couldn't
God.
believe it, like everywhere. And keep in mind, from Murder She Spoke, I only had one video, and that was
Yeah.
You Ain't Mad Is You. I didn't do no videos, and then the Killing Bar Choices dropped right behind it.
Uh-huh.
And it was like a week, because 2 different record companies.
Yeah.
So it was like a week gap, and I thought it was going to hurt me.
Mm-hmm.
But all the time, I was getting, Paul said, my Chat getting shows like 3 6 Mafia shows. And, you know, it was good. And it's still good now to know that people still booking me.
Exactly.
Because I never stopped doing shows.
Yeah.
Even though y'all hadn't been seeing me doing interviews and
Yeah.
all that, I'm still doing shows. I'm still doing features. I'm still working, you know.
Facts.
Yeah.
Now, what was the bad of it all?
Well, the bad of it all is, like I said, the time when I made the mistake and I got the legal in it, because keep in mind, I'm brand new to this.
Yeah.
These guys, you know, with these who put me in the industry, I was on tours. I woke up to these guys. I went to sleep to these guys. We went tours month to month. And me thinking that, you know, that I'm trying to get my money, and we end up having to be separated.
Yeah.
And I just like, what I done, what the hell? And it was really like getting over a relationship. Mm-hmm. You know how you feel heartbroken, like how you done been away from somebody, and regardless what, even if like when Juicy wanted to do another album, just through legalization, I wasn't able to even be around them.
Damn.
Because we was doing the legal stuff. And to the point I was like, let's just don't even worry about it, don't even worry about it.
Yeah.
And that was one of my hardest times. But other than that, because I'm still a woman.
That's right.
At the same time, and I love them. I still love them to this day.
Yeah.
And once I picked my head up and said, man, look, we finna do what it do.
Yeah.
I got my own label now, which is called Dime a Dozen.
That's right.
I keep my brother Sturdy Mac with me everywhere I go,
That's
everywhere.
Right.
He my hype man. He my right hand man.
Exactly.
Every time you see me, you go see him.
That's right.
And I got Drama Queen out right now, up under my own distribution. Disco Kids, shout out y'all, cause they really pay.
Exactly.
You
Come
look
on.
up, you like, damn, I got a withdrawal up in here. I got to hit this withdrawal button.
Yeah.
But on the album, I got Fiend. See, me, I'm the type, I know it's a lot of new artists out here, and they good.
Yeah.
But when I listen to a beat, I try to hear who I can hear on it. Mm-hmm. I don't go for, let me get him on it because he hot. Mm-hmm. I got to go for what type of song I think it is. I had never reached out to Fiend, but I had a beat, and I heard him on it.
Yeah.
So on the album, I got Fiend. I got my girl Juicy Fruit on it. She from Memphis. If y'all, she on the P Valley and all that.
That's right.
I got my sister Gangsta Boo on there. I got Frazier Boy on there. I got my brother Pat on there.
Yeah.
Let me see who else. I don't want to leave nobody out. I got production from DJ Squeaky. If I'm leaving y'all out, please don't kill me. That's why I really don't do the who I got on here. But Drama Queen is out, y'all.
Yeah.
And it is good. It's me.
Now, Chad, I also understand that you are nursing this thing as well.
Well, like I said, it started from me taking care of my brother.
Yeah.
Which he had the accident while we was on the road. He missed the whole step and ended up paralyzed from the neck down. So they took him to a nursing home, and he was like the youngest person in there. And they was like, why y'all got him here? And they were like, we don't got nobody to take care of him.
Yeah.
So I was like, well, yes, we do. And so we brought him home, and I put my life on hold, and I've been taking care of him, and I took care of him 6 years into this year, and, everything good. Doctor said he wasn't go rap, wasn't go talk, wasn't go do nothing. 2 months, he called me one day, what's up, chat, So everything good, but I learned a lot through that.
Yeah.
Because I wanted to start my own nursing home. And, even when the women come in, which was fun, because I thought I was doing something, by me giving them to a company, I had to train them. Yeah. Because they the ones I already got, the certificates and all that.
Yeah.
And me, here I am, I learned just by care.
Exactly.
And it was a big thing, but they good. Who taking care of them, they good. Shout out to them.
Yeah.
Chosen people, shouting y'all out. They came in, I trained them, and they good. And like I said, Womack on all platforms, Spotify, y'all support him, because he rapping. He rapping his ass off. He rapping too goddamn much. He doing more rapping than me.
I feel you.
Shout out Womack, man.
Chat, surviving COVID-19, what was that like for you when it got real out here in this field?
Man, I was like, what the hell going on?
Yeah.
Like, what is COVID-19? And then you got there and people dying, and we had to stay in the house, and people wearing masks, and it was crazy because at the time, for those that don't know, I was in a situation which is done. It ain't worth speaking on.
Yeah.
And I end up, quarantining by myself, and filing papers and doing everything else and got my glow on.
Yeah.
And it was fun quarantine to me. I had fun doing quarantine.
Yeah.
Hey, man, say, man.
I feel you. Advice for the next little chat coming out of the hood that want to get into this music, though. I mean, what do you got to tell her, and what does she need to be prepared for getting into this game?
Well, you need to be prepared for that you was a woman, for one. Mm-hmm. For two, a man has sex with anything they won't tell it, so don't think that they won't try you because you might not be the big one with the heels, with the this, that, because they gonna try you, baby. They gonna try you. But I want to tell you to be you, sell your music, don't fall short, don't miss business with pleasure, don't change. Don't let nobody change you, because whoever attention that you got and it's been working, stay doing what you doing, because it work. If you got their attention doing what you doing, then that means, you know, you can get somebody else's attention.
Yeah.
And stay focused, you know, and then become your own boss.
Talk to me about the men trying to get you, though, Chat. You trying out here, all you want to do is bust your flows and do what you do, and then you got these folks trying to look up your skirt.
Man, you know, that's what y'all men do, man. That's what God created women for.
Yeah.
You know, we all shapes, all sizes.
Yeah.
That's what men, I just ain't mean no harm.
But what do you tell the females that don't quite understand it? They ain't hip like you is, Chat. They ain't got the game that you got. They don't come from where you come from. They just, I'm gonna be a rap star.
I'm letting you know it ain't gonna happen. Because if you get to sleeping with your folks and doing all that, it ain't gonna happen.
Yeah.
They're not gonna put you out for you to go make it big and go sleep with somebody else. Because that's what I'm here to tell you. If you sleep with one person, they not gonna put you out because they gonna feel like you gonna sleep with somebody else. So don't do it, little mama.
Exactly.
Like, be you. Be you. I also got my merch site out. Shout out 24 Hour Print. They based out of Florida.
Yeah.
You know, we do the hood morning, which is doing well. It's www.littlchatmerch.com. Y'all can go on the site and purchase some things. And, you know, man, I'm just trying to keep it going.
The movies, though, what's happening with that?
Ah, man, I got movies wrote. You know, I got a movie wrote called Mother's Pain. You know, I got a movie wrote called Gangsta Girl.
That's right.
That's what I'm going to transform over to. You know, I'm still having fun with the music right now. But then between the end of this year and the beginning of next year, that's what I'm transforming into, the movies.
So, Chat, now, while you in this thing, I got to ask you about the movie choices.
Choices.
What was it like being a part of that whole thing right there?
Ah, man, it was so fun. And when we was recording, matter of fact, when we was practicing, I don't know why everybody thought I was the joke. Every time everybody else could say they pause, but when I say my pause, everybody want to start laughing. But I think we took like 2 months filming it. It was fun. It was real fun.
Talk to me about just being an actress in that thing and just having the opportunity to just really show a whole other side of you at the same time, but still be you at the same time.
I didn't know how it was going to come out. I was amazed myself. Matter of fact, it's out on YouTube, Choices, for the people that ain't seen it. I think you can download on Amazon. It's out now, so I really didn't know how I was going to come out myself. I surprised my own self. I really just tried to be, you know, natural and tried to be me, and I was really an actor.
What was going on that set, though, Chat?
Fun. It was real fun, and like we'll practice on it the day before, and then the next day we'll do the scene. And so it's like we all be at the table and we'll practice, and you know what, when we was coming in the next day we do the scene.
Man, that's
it was
dope.
fun.
But then you had to haul off and snitch on Poncho at this thing.
But y'all forgot, I just snitched on Paul and Jay.
Ooh.
See, Poncho, he gave me problems from the get-go. You going down, buddy. Yeah, if I'm going down, you going down too. He never liked me from the jump. Let's keep that in mind.
Oh,
so
really?
I already had to go and tell on you anyway. You go get it, nigga. I ain't got it. So, yeah, I told it on my show that his name Poncho Davis. Now what?
Straight like that. Hey, and I touched on this a little earlier, but I'm going to double back to it, working with Tommy Wright.
Ah, yeah.
Talk to me about that, man.
You know, Tommy Wright was hot. Tommy Wright still hot. Tommy Wright was hot during the same time. 3-6 was hot back in the days, and we ended up linking in. You know, like I said, I wasn't signed at the time, so I was just dropping flows, just doing music, and it was fun working with him too.
And Player Fly.
Player Fly too.
Talk to me about just that Memphis, because y'all got so many talented folks in that one city. I mean, you look around and everybody's in this thing jamming.
Everybody. You got everybody that I can't even do a roll call because somebody gonna feel like I left them out. But it was fun, and we all sometimes end up in the same building.
Yeah.
And it'll still be fun.
Do you still have that same hunger in you, though, Chat, or is it just for fun, or you doing it because you know you the GOAT and you can just get it off your chest whenever you want to?
Well, I ain't gonna lie, I'm doing it for fun now.
Yeah.
You know, because really when you do it for fun, it's better. I done already went through the heartaches, the hardships, the struggles, all that, so why start all over to go back through it? So, you know, I'm doing it for fun. People know who I am. They know what I'm gonna deliver, you know, and with Drama Queen now, y'all gonna see I still got it, and that's all I want to do. It's like you say, that I want y'all to keep saying she still the GOAT.
Exactly.
She still got it.
Are we gonna have any more reunions taking place anytime soon?
I'm sure we are because they started them back up, and we on a couple of them. But by the COVID still opening back up, so yeah, I'm sure we are. Because we did what 3 days before COVID did, and then we had some shows, but we had some deposits down on a couple of places, but they hadn't rebooked them yet. Mm-hmm. So yeah.
So now, when you go back over your career one more time, then chat. What are 3 things that you ain't gonna never forget from your time doing what you do all the way up until now?
Stay humble. Stay business. And Hypnotize Camp Posse.
Exactly. Staying humble. How was you able to stay humble in this thing, chat? Because when you got songs going crazy and to this day you still getting that love out there, what was it that kept you from coming out of yourself?
Me seeing other people being rude, a lot of people not understanding that it's an honor to be a star. Yeah. And that the people make you, you don't make the people. And me seeing other people, mistreating fans and, not really just taking star from being for granted. Yeah. And all the time, one day you can be a star and everybody love you, and next day you'll be somewhere they don't know you are. Exactly. So I'm one of the people that know that, the fans make me, I don't make them. That's right. And I appreciate them. And that's what kept me humble.
What were the craziest thing that you seen them fans doing? Because I know y'all fans was off the damn chain, chat.
Man, they always wanted us to sign their titties. They love for me because when I performed, I always showed my beer belly. They loved for me to show my belly. They wanted to drink my beers. They loved me. They wanted to, they was crazy. They still are. They still crazy fans.
What did your child say that you raised during all of this?
I don't know, because please don't talk about him. I got one child. Yeah. And all he want to do is be street. He don't want to read nothing. He don't even want to rap. I tried to make him rap. I wanted to try to make him do the music. And now, really, I'm glad that he didn't do it. But, I think he just turned 25, and it's just hitting him that his mama a legend. Damn. Other than that, he wanted to be the little normal kid in the hood. Yeah. The normal kid around everybody, and now it's just hitting him that his mama legend.
Why was you glad that he chose not to do it?
Because it's like, especially now these days, it's like click and click. They done changed the industry to beef. Like everybody beefing and everybody fighting and everybody killing one another for real. Like that ain't where the music going to. And then it's like the clicks. Y'all ain't going against the streets. Y'all going against each other in the industry. Exactly. And it's just real to me, I'm just glad he didn't do it.
What do you think about this industry today, though, Chad? Because from the time that y'all was in it, to now with this digital, with this social media, with all of these streamings and all this extra stuff going on, then when you got artists dying every 5 minutes, man, how do you feel about the industry now from your perspective?
Well, I know it's easier to make money now. Ooh. They don't have to do the hard work that we did. We had to go put out posters. Yeah. We had to go do autograph signings. We had to go in these stores and meet people. We had to do a lot of footwork, and we didn't have the platforms where people can download and all. We had to actually sell records. We had to actually sell tapes. We had to actually sell CDs, and it's easier for that. And with the dime, I don't know, I just think it's that time. When we was younger, a lot of people was dying. Yeah. The dying really just never stopped. Yeah. People just gonna be dying every day.
Come on. Yeah. Talk to me about that, too, just coming out of the hood with it and being able to survive that, to achieve that. Because, see, a lot of times you got young girls in the hood, just like you was, but they ain't going to go off to be a chat. You see what I'm saying? They might not even live.
It's just all about knowing how to move. Yeah. You have to analyze and always pay attention, because not paying attention will make you realize that you got to pay attention. Ooh. So that's the best advice that I can give you.
You just start with that one. Right there, chat. Lastly, how can these folks contact you? And is there anything else you want to tell them?
Man, y'all just stay tuned, because I'm out here, Y'all, man, I'm a guy. Brother started married with me. And y'all contact me. I run my own Twitter, which is @DaRealChat, DaRealachat. My Instagram is LilChat_IG. That's LACHAT_IG. My Facebook is LilChat. Like I said, I got the merch, www.lilchatmerch.com. And man, y'all just stay tuned because I'm out here.
I mean, the term you ain't no going crazy though.
That's
just part of the lingo. How do you feel when folks try to run off with the lingo though, Chad?
Man, that's Memphis shit, man. Everybody in Memphis gonna say it, man. Shout out Cream, cause Cream, that's who said it first.
I could dig
Cream
it.
back when we was younger, but that's Memphis like, you ain't know, yeah, oh, what, nigga, bitch, man, what? Hey, man, fuck you. We just had some shit talking motherfuckers.
Already.
Yeah.
And then lastly, I just got to ask you about the city of swag that comes out of there. How would you describe it, and what is it that you think keep the city bumping consistently from then to now?
The streets.
Yeah.
The Memphis streets, the Memphis living. You know, like I said, we weren't making that stuff up. And still today, the Memphis artists that's rapping, they not making it up. They going out what they see, the life they live, the money they getting, the chances they taking. And just the Memphis city by itself help us stay bumping.
Thanks. And when you speak of the money, how did that money impact you when you saw it? Did it change you in the chat?
Well, yeah, it did. It changed me a little bit. I got to buy stuff that I knew I never thought that I would be able to buy, you know. So other than that, I'm a giver. So I gave my family money. I took care of people, you know. So it's just how it went.
Take me to that point, though, too, because, I mean, coming out of the hood, you don't never think that you're going to be able to buy some of this stuff sometime. And when you go in that store and you swipe that card and you goddamn skin down that cash, it feels a little empowering in this thing.
And then the crazy part about it, like, I'm one of these girls, and I'm sure it's a lot of us like out here like that. Like, when I say I'm from the hood, keep in mind I never chose the hood chose me. My mother always, I'm talking about work. She retired as a sergeant.
Yeah.
My dad, stepdad, you know, sergeant. They always had money, always had nice cars, good house, all that. I was just one of them girls that I chose to want to be the hood home girl. So I don't want to get it confused like I was raised with nothing or not having nothing. I had to be in the streets. And so I got to shout my mom out because my mom is the reason why I'm also the woman that I am today. You know, I'm hood, but because of her, I'm hood classy.
Come on,
you know
now.
what I'm saying? I don't spend my money on the necklaces and all that. I spend money on $1,500 houses and cars and insurance and life insurances and, you know, stuff like that. So it's okay to be hood, but, you know, y'all be hood classy with it. Don't just be hood because you still got to be hood womanly. So let me clear that up.
With that being said, how do you feel about the Cardi B's and the Megan Thee Stallions and them still, you know, Cardi B got her chicken song coming out and stuff like that. What was that like when you saw them paying homage in a way to you? So
you gonna act like you ain't heard of Who Run It? That's what you gotta do. That's your guy now. So that's your guy. Hold up, give me some more Jack.
Why did you have to give him hell on Who Run It, Chad?
So you gonna act like you ain't heard of Who Run It, huh? Put me some more Jack.
Forgive me, Chad. No, forgive me.
Hold up.
When you had to give him hell on Who Run It, Chad, what was it that made you say, you know what, I need to step back out here and let these folk know what the hell's going on then?
One thing about me, I never know what I'm going to say until I sit down and write it. Like I said, I don't freestyle. And the Who Run It challenge was out. And I didn't ask for it. I didn't ask for somebody to come out saying my words. That boy, please, whatever, you know. They're my words, you know. They're actually words. And I just had to let them know. And you don't... I just feel like if you go at least do anything, that's to anybody. If you go use my vocals in your song, if you go use some of my words or whatever, hey, you don't got to give me on it. Salute to you, and I'm honored that you even like it, but at least, you know, shout me out or at least be like, yeah, you know, shout out my girl, Lil Chat. Don't just act like you created or act like this just came from out of nowhere because that's my masterpiece. I say it right now. Boy, please, whatever, you know. And that's just how I felt, so I just had to let it be known.
Were you ever able to get in contact with her just to chop it up with her and say what's happening?
For what? It was already done. It ain't nothing to talk about. You know, it wasn't nothing to talk about. I'm pretty sure Paul and Juice and them handled the business on the business side, but you know, at the same time, that's just like a deal. Everything ain't just about money and business. You know, that's just like, if I know that's your cup, that's your cup. And he sell it to me. But at the end of the day, that's your cup, though.
Yeah.
Just because he sold it to me, that don't mean that I don't supposed to say, hey, man, look, I got you cut, man. You know.
Yeah.
That's how, but it already was done. And that's just how I felt. At the end of the day, who run it?
So now, going forward with these females out here, how do you feel about them taking the torch and running with it, though, after you done, laid this groundwork and trailblazed this thing?
Well, I salute to them.
Yeah.
You know, they young. They the age we was when we had it, you know. So that's why I say we do it for fun. I just hope that they can stay, in as long as we is. Because like you say, we still getting shows. We still getting money. We still able to do it. And this 24, 25 years later, people still checking for us. So, I salute them all. They doing their thing.
When you think about time and just time in the industry and how fast that shit go, what goes through your mind when you rewind it and you like, damn, that shit went fast as hell?
Fast.
Because I don't even want to hear no 20 years ago, because I recall when them songs dropped and it's like, I don't want to hear that shit.
And the crazy part about it, these people sing this stuff like it just came out. That's all they want to hear. They don't want to hear that. They want to see you doing something new just so they can book you to do the old shit. That's what they do me. They want to see me doing something new. I'll chat back out.
Yeah.
That's for them to hear the chat that they want to hear.
Yeah.
So, and that time went fast because it's really like we ain't lost nothing. We just still living every day.
Do you think you could have did things differently during that time to maximize on that time, or were you just doing the best you can and you just like, it is what it is?
Well, like I said, Paul and Juice was in control, so they was pretty much letting, running everything.
Yeah.
And then once we get loose, I was just going with the flow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just going with the flow. I wasn't losing no money, and that's what make you realize. You can say you weren't getting paid, you weren't doing that. Well, why is you able to still do shows? Why is you able to still people buying verses? We still getting paid right now because of them. You know what I'm saying? Because if we wouldn't have never been hypnotized, Camp Posse, up on the 3 Season Mafia, I wouldn't be able to talk to you today.
Yeah.
20-some years later.
Yeah.
So,
When was it that it clicked in your head that they wasn't that bad?
Like I said, they wasn't bad. Like I told you, it wasn't supposed to be a separation.
Yeah.
That's why I said it was like a young girl heartbreak to me.
Yeah.
But I had to go, but because I had already had the legal terms, I had to go with what they said. Even if I call like, Chad, we got lawyer papers. What's going on, And he was like, you done it, and it wasn't. It never supposed to be a separation. I never knew. Well, you have to do this till we find out who in fault with this money. Wait a minute, what we doing all this for?
Yeah.
Because I was young. But so they never was really that bad.
How did you deal with the fame though, too, Chad?
I just knew that Murder She Spoke had sold a lot of records.
Yeah.
A lot of records, and when I asked Juicy about the checks, it was like Koch Records was supposed to be sending the checks.
Yeah.
But I was getting so many so much show money, and plus they was constantly giving me features, and we was constantly getting them checks.
Yeah.
I was just looking for the Murder She Spoke checks.
Yeah.
Which I never saw. But like I said, I was signed to Koch Records, and I was told that Koch Records was supposed to be the one that was cutting the checks. But the lawyers had to get in it to find out how everything was going and how everything's supposed to win.
Yeah.
So at this point, I was separated from everybody.
Yeah.
So it never was a, fuck you, I'm through with y'all, yeah.
I gotta ask this though too, coming from where you come from and then having all of that fame, how did you deal with the fame and the notoriety that came with that stuff at that time and keep from fucking yourself up?
I just, like I told you, I always live paranoid. I always live like, I don't like nobody say nothing to me. Like, I'm the type, he'll tell you, if the club say don't smoke in the club, these supposed to be smoking. When they get ready to pay me the blunt, don't pay me that blunt.
Yeah.
I'm just really not a fucker-upper. Yeah. Let's just put it that way. Let's just put it that way.
I feel that.
That's just how I live. That's why I say I had to salute my mom, because at the same time I'm hood, but I also was raised by a mom that showed me how a woman's supposed to be at the same time. You could be hood, but you ain't got to be no damn fool.
Exactly.
You don't got to go out here and try and prove that you so hood that you catching charges and you do a dumb shit. And I promise you, I was not no angel.
Yeah.
I done did who knows what.
Yeah.
But I was smart with it. And that's why I say, just because I ain't never been to jail don't mean I was lying. That mean I was smart.
Exactly.
That's how it was.
Lashley, what is it that you love the most about the game, chat?
I just love the game because the game love me.
Come on now.
I love the game because the game love me.
I can dig it with the chat. Appreciate you coming through this thing, sis. Come on, give me some of that.
Thank you,
Wish you nothing but the best and much.
Thank you.
Already. Wish you nothing but the best and much success.
Thank
Be
you.
High Radio, shout it. The chat, we up out of this thing. Holla at y'all,
Yeah,
man. Go.
man.